So today I wanted to recreate Keyshia Choir's look. She did this look for her wedding, marrying Gucci Mane, like 2 days ago. So I really loved the look. I saw like pretty much all over on Instagram. So it was like, oh my god, super beautiful. I wanted to do this look. So I came with something that was very close to what she was wearing. I think my lips color are a little bit different. And then my lips color is a little different. But almost everything else is based from the look she was wearing for her wedding. So this is the final look, and I hope you like it and keep on watching. So start. So I'm using MAC spiked eyebrow pencil. I'm just going to shape them. I'm lightly going in to just do the outline, and then I'm going to brush it upward. Like this. I'm using L'Oreal Nude palette, and I'm going in with that brown, just a little bit on the brush. Now I'm going to use my foundation powder to set that, just because I want something that's my skin color, so when I go in with my transition shade or my crease color, it doesn't really affect it much. So I'm just using my MAC NW45 compact foundation powder just so to set everything. For the eyes, I'm going to go with the Morphe 35C palette, and they have a dark brown that's very deep. In her crease, it was just obviously very deep, and then she had the nude with the glitter on top. So I'm going in with this color because that color will add that same definition to my eyes. And I'm just putting that on an e.l.f. blending brush. Okay. So it really defines their crease, which I love to do that. That's like one of my favorite looks for any makeup, because it just automatically just makes it look so beautiful. And like you spend hours doing your makeup, but you probably just spend 15 minutes. I'm going in with another brown from the L'Oreal Nude palette, just so I could add some more dark on my eyes. I'm using this brush by Real Techniques, and this is the color. I'm going in with my LA Girl concealer to put on my crease, and so I can cut my crease. So just pushing that, so the nude can really show on top of it. I'm extending it over here because she's wearing a liner in her photos, So I really want to make sure that I give myself that area, so I can, when I go in and do my liner, I can have a lot of space. Okay, now that I finished cutting my crease, I'm going in with a Morphe eyeshadow to put the base in before I put the glitter on top. Morphe 35U palette, and I'm gonna go in with that shade to put on my eyelids. I'm using this Real Technique brushes. It's a very similar color because I'm trying to replicate the same looks, but it's kind of hard to see exactly what color shade she's wearing on her lids, even though you can tell that she have a cut crease and there's glitter and all of that. So I'm doing something as close as I can. And I think this is a pretty close color. Ooh, I like this. I'm using a bigger brush to pack everything on my lids. Now I'm going in with some dark brown to really define that cut crease line so you can see it more. So I'm taking the same eyeshadow again from Morphe to put on the second eye. I'm using a very small pointed taper brush to apply the brown on the crease once again. So I have the base pretty much laid down. I'm going to go in with some ColourPop Alchemy, and that pretty much is almost like the nude that's on my lips. Not my lips, my eyelids, but there's some glitter in it because you could obviously tell she's wearing glitter, and most weddings always have some glitter in it. So I'm using this Alchemy by ColourPop. So I'm really packing it in. I'm brushing it onto it because I really want that color. And if it doesn't work well on the brush, I'm going to use it my fingers to put it. Okay, so Alchemy is not really working, so I'm going back with the Morphe 35U palette, and I'm going to use that color here. It's a very brown but glittery color, so I'm just packing my brush into it, and then see if that works. This is almost like a copper color, a perfect copper color, but I'm okay with that, and I think that matches a little bit closer to what she's wearing. I think her glitters were a little bit bigger, and this is a very small glitter, but the colors are very close. And I'm dragging it right here because I want, when I'm doing my liner, I want that same eyeshadow to come. So I finished the eyes and I pretty much put in a copper on my lids. And I put in some mascara and now I'm waiting for my lashes to dry. I'm using BeautyPlatinum lashes, 250. Okay, so I just finished applying my lashes. So they look like these. So now I'm going to apply my eyeliner. I'm using Mary Kay gel liner in the color black. I'm going in with a very skinny brush, angle brush, to apply it. And I'm putting it a little bit on the cap of the brush. It's very easy to have control when you're working with gel liner than liquid liner. Okay, so I'm going to bring it down a little bit on my lower eyelids, and I think I'm going to use a little bit of that gel liner on my waterline because it looked like she had black liner. I don't know if it was gel or pencil, but I'm going to use it with the gel. And you kind of just bring the looks together. And pulling it down is the easiest way I could always do my waterline. If I do it any other way, I will just my eyes will just water and nothing will get done. Okay, so now I'm going to pretty much finish my face because my eye look is pretty much done. I'm using this Maybelline concealer in the color Dirty Cafe. And I'm putting it a little bit underneath my eyes so I could clean up the makeup and everything. For contouring, I'm going to use a Black Radiance concealer stick. So just tapping. I like to put my concealer very high because I naturally have very high cheekbones, so I don't want to drag my concealer all the way over here because it will make my face shape look kind of weird. So I just put it over here, and when I blend, I'm just going to blend upward so it doesn't really come down. I'm keeping this very light because it's still a brighter look and she didn't look like she was wearing much heavy contouring or bronzing, so just a little bit just to define my face since I have foundation all over. I'm using this small e.l.f. Stippling brush. For my nose contour, I like to just stick over here because if you do that part very well and then on that side, it will naturally define everything else. If you do these too much, it will just, I don't like when the dark lines actually show on the sides, so I just like to keep it over here. To set the concealer stick that I put in using the Black Radiance, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. contour and contouring blush and bronzing powder. And I think this is the color dark. I think there's only 2 of those available. So I'm using that color. And this is a Real Techniques brush. Just to go over here. And I'm pretty much doing the 3 shape. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now for my highlight, I'm going to use 2 highlighters. Actually, maybe 3. So the first one I'm going to use is the Sephora highlighter, and that's like one of my favorite highlighters. I've had it for like 2 years now. It's the Micro Smooth, and it looks like this. And I applied it with my Real Techniques brushes, and I just blended in with the contouring that I already had. I also went over that with some Michelin. This is a very this is a Michelin palette. She had a collection with BH Cosmetics, and I used this highlighter on top of the Sephora one. And then for my lips, I pretty much went in with a Jordana dark brown lip liner. So I used this Jordana lip liner. This is the 39 Chestnut, and I filled in my lips. I also used this lip gloss to go over it because I wanted something that's almost nude, but that could give me my nude so it doesn't look too weird on my face. And this is a lip gloss in the color Scott. I got it at the drugstore, but it doesn't have any brand name on it. It looks like this. So it's a very light brown, and I just mixed it in with the Jordana on my lips, so it kind of looks like this now. And then I just spray my face with a makeup setting spray from Mary Kay.